Boscola, would you start on that?
And here's the challenge. And this is why I came to the conclusion that we need to eliminate property taxes. We know we need to fund education. We need to fund it at a strong level, that was a strong investment in our children. Every time in Harrisburg that we give extra money, our basic education subsidy has increased by 44% over the last 8 years. Every time that we do that, the local school districts still raise property taxes, even though we're giving the school districts more money. When we did the gaming bill, and the money from gaming was supposed to go into property tax relief, and it is, we thought that that would give some relief to homeowners. What's happened was, because the school districts knew that we were giving that tax relief to them, they raised property taxes at the school district level even higher. So it negated what we were trying to do in Harrisburg. That's why we have to have strong accountability for those dollars that are being sent to our educational system. And instead of me saying we reduce property taxes and maybe add a sales tax, or why do that? Because you know sales taxes are going to skyrocket again, and then property taxes will still be risen by the school board. You know, so you'll be paying double what you were if you keep the taxes in place. That's why I want to eliminate it.
Well, I appreciate the fight for eliminating property taxes, but I prefer you win the fight for property taxes instead of using it as it's been your election ploy for the last 12 years.
It's not a ploy, it's a passion.
Oh, that's great. The last promotion or proposal she had involved increasing state sales taxes from 6 to 7%, imposing a statewide property tax of 6 mills on private land and 18 mills on businesses, increasing taxes on securities such as stocks and bonds, increasing the realty transfer tax from 1 to 2%, imposing a development tax on construction of 1%, increasing the tax on insurance companies from 2 to 3%. This is all out of that same Morning Call article that was done 8 years ago. There's nothing new here. The problem with property taxes is that they're inherently unfair to people who have paid off their homes, and seniors are especially attuned to this. Because you really don't own your home, you rent the land from the state, and that's a real problem. We do have to change how we fund. The biggest issue in the budget, there's 14 points in the Pennsylvania budget, and the biggest two, which is 83%, is education and the Department of Public Welfare. The Auditor General just said there was a 14%, which is $800 million error rate in that department. We need to flush out the waste before we can talk about raising taxes.